I'm begging you to feel your feelings. In this video, I'm going to talk about why it is so important to actually feel your emotions instead of suppressing them, why so many people struggle with doing so, and how to finally reconnect with your emotional core and to heal for good. I've been guilty of suppressing my emotions for many years now. And in the beginning, it kind of served a certain purpose because I used to be really anxious, especially around people. And I kind of had to suppress many negative emotions in order to function in a way that would get me certain outcomes in life. And I kind of got used to doing so, which then led to me feeling less and less of these negative emotions. But the problem was that I also felt less and less of the positive emotions as well. And this is one of the big problems with suppressing your feelings. You actually cannot just suppress one kind of feelings. You usually suppress all of them. And the more you do it, the more numb you get over time. Also, your emotions just don't vanish through suppressing them. They kind of stay in the system. This is why many times people who suppress a lot of their emotions erupt emotionally after a certain period of time, because everything comes up, because it has never gone away just because you suppressed it. But why do we actually suppress our emotions in the first place? Well, in society, it seems like certain emotions are more desirable to have than others. And this might be, especially with certain emotions like fear and sadness, this might be even a little bit more true for men, because it seems like there's the certain image that men are supposed to be strong. And one thing I was told a lot as a boy and as a teenager was like, you have to man up, stop whining, like things like that. And you start to suppress these kind of emotions because you feel like you are not supposed to have them, which can do a lot of damage to yourself. So we tend to suppress certain emotions because we are afraid of what people might think about us when we express them, but also because they can get in our ways when we want to get certain outcomes in our lives. Like very often we have to do things we are afraid of in order to get a job, for example, or to get a certain grade in school. We have to go up in front of the people and give a talk, even though we find it horrifying to do so. And we cannot just stand in front of the people and cry out loud, right? We have to go through it and we have to kind of suppress what we are feeling. And these kind of situations happen over and over in our lives. So how do we actually deal with our emotions? Well, first of all, you have to realize that all emotions are equally important and none of them are bad or good. You should stop labeling them that way. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to be melancholic. It's okay to be confused. It's okay to feel everything you feel. And you have to accept all of these feelings equally, and you have to stop labeling them and judging them for what they are. It's okay. And this is the first step you have to take when you want to heal emotionally, to be okay with feeling certain ways. And also to be ready to feel the negative ones that are hurting in a way. It's okay to be hurt. It's okay to be in pain at times. The second thing that can help you with feeling your emotions is that you can realize that there is a difference between feeling what you feel and actually expressing it. Just because you are angry doesn't mean you have to yell. But it also doesn't mean that you have to suppress it. There is the middle ground, and this is to feel how you feel and not act it out. You can still sit with the feeling and feel it and experience it in your body and go through it without expressing it, which can be hurtful at times, right? I understand that when you're angry at your boss, it's a bad idea to yell at him, right? But you can still be angry. It's okay to sit at your desk and be angry at your boss. And you don't have to just shove it away. Feel it. And by going through this feeling, after time, it will subside. But if you don't go through it and you suppress it, it will still be there and it will still linger under the surface. So accept that it's there and feel it. And then try to make it a habit to feel your feelings. And even if you suppress some of them because they just don't serve you right now, they kind of are distracting you from what is important, which can be the case very often in our lives. Make sure to go back to that feeling later on. What I do very often is I lay in bed at night and I try to get into my body and try to experience the feelings that I suppressed over the day. And I'm not like consciously trying to create them inside myself, but I'm listening to my body. I'm listening to where I feel, what I feel. And I try to experience that as thoroughly and mindfully as possible. And one more thing that will be helpful is to actually express your feelings in a safe environment. If you're angry, you can punch your pillow in the face. You can do so, and it can be healthy to do so, to express this kind of inner anger. And you can be at home and cry out loud and let it all out. Because sometimes you have to go through this so that your emotions can leave your body. And this is great. And this is great to do. And you can do this in this safe environment. Also, practices like meditation and yoga can help you to reconnect with your body and your emotions, to get better at actually experiencing the emotions you have inside yourself. And that will help you to finally get to the point where you are more at peace, more connected to who you are, to your body. And it also will open up your ability to feel happy again. Now, one thing that many of us do when we want to suppress our emotions is to distract ourselves from them by doom scrolling through our phone. And this is why many people these days have great difficulty actually feeling their feelings, because they're constantly overriding them through stimulation. So if you want to get rid of that habit, that negative habit, I made this video for you where I talk about how to replace your phone with a notebook in order to finally stop the infinite scrolling. Have a nice day and goodbye.